Good morning, everybody. Worked on this thing yesterday, and I'm at a standstill again. But no fear, this is what we're all here for. Excuse me. We're going to be working on this today. This is going to be the Crucible furnace. It's going to be gas-fired. But I had a view. One of my friends watches the videos, and he's seen that I was, a little concerned over how thin this is. Not that be honest, I don't know if it'd really matter, but it would help when I wouldn't have to put little plates. I was gonna put little plates on the inside so I could weld my nuts and all that kind of stuff. So he brought me this. Is this awesome or what? So we get to remark. This will be much thicker. It's full of water right now if you happen to catch the front where it was all coming out this little hole. But it's possibly that thick right there. So it'll be, I won't have to reinforce anything or anything. But, I got to do some marking, figure out where I want the lid and so forth. So I want to say thanks, Daniel, for one, watching the show and helping support me by doing that. And I want to thank Phil for making all the comments, and the support. It really helps when people say something, and it really helps when just really helps. We hit 100 subscribers yesterday, day before yesterday, and woohoo, what an awesome feeling, man. We just want to say thanks to everybody. And I'm gonna go ahead and mark that out and just cut it apart so we can get to this stage and then start laying out the inside and all that other kind of good stuff. Glad you're all here, and see you in a few. As you can see, that's pretty thick. That'll be real nice. Now, what I did here is just kind of I said I use these things, and I'm just guesstimating, really, but about right here, because the curve starts about right here, so it gives me a good couple inches. And then I thought I'd go ahead and give myself a 10-inch, what would you call this, body? I'll just call it a body, because most crucibles I looked on Amazon, I don't have any of them, but most of them, I should go measure the one I made and see if it'll fit. But most of them are, God, what'd they say, 9 inches, I think? Or not most of them. I mean, that's the biggest one. I mean, that's the biggest one that you can even get. And I'll never, probably ever use that. But so if I made this 10 inches, that still gives me 2 inches down here, roughly, for the crucible to set in. So it'd be, yay big. But I just thought I'd show you this little part. I'd have measured out wherever the 10-inch mark was from this line, and then just put my marker right on there and just dragging it, just like so. We'll see how good it marks up. Looks pretty good to me. I think that'll be good enough. I don't know how big that actually is. Oh, I should put on my gloves. Well, it looks itty bitty, don't it? Where's my tape measure? Before I cut the body, I probably should. I could go like this. Probably that'd be easier to. Oh, it looks like basically a 21 and a half tall stove. I wonder how big a 5-gallon bucket is. Oh well, here, I'll let you guys go and I'll figure the rest of this out. All right, I got it all cut apart, and I've gotten all the, how's that sound? That's being better, I think I getted all the stuff down, but there's something in there, sort of greasy gunk. So I'm gonna take some acetone and get it all over this cat. But I'm gonna try to wipe it down a little bit before I go to, I wouldn't say grinding on it, but before I go grinding on it, I'm gonna wire wheel it. Maybe not all over, but you'll see what I'm kind of doing. Maybe after I get this part done, like I said, I'm wiping it out with some acetone to get some of the greasy gunk off of it. And we'll wire wheel it, and then I'll be back. Hell, I'm kind of back, guys. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need yet. I'm gonna cut a little bit more on that, but maybe, I don't know. I got this piece out. It's a piece of cattle panel. That piece was right down here. And that's kind of sitting in there like that. And then that square piece was setting up inside. Well, that's not really square, but setting up inside there. I don't know how long I've had this panel. A little while. As you can see, I've cut little pieces out here and there. And most people would have threw this away. And I'm glad I didn't. But I took this out of that there. I'm going to wrap it around in a circle to fit inside the body there, kind of like this. I've got a mark down here and up there. These two marks that I put in there, that's where I figured I'd put that fiberglass insulation stuff. And then I'm going to take a couple more of these pieces, I believe, and maybe take it down, you know, straight down to put it in to there too. But I was going to have it go right up to the fiberglass, so it's going to be 2 inches of that concrete refractory. So I broke it in half, so it's like an inch and something, or inch in between each one, to help hold the part of the lid up, so it don't want to fall out, because there's not going to be anything here for it to grab. Technically, maybe I could have just welded some bolts on there, and probably would have been enough. And yeah, maybe that, but whatever. I'll probably, like I said, probably drop something in here. And this, I made that a little long so I can bend it out so we can get past that. It'd be 2 inches, because that fiberglass stuff's an inch. And if this works, it works. But this way it'll kind of help want to hold it in there. Like, I'll just weld the ends on, then I'll have to scab in some crap there. Oh my gosh. I can throw this back over my semi-goodie pile that I'm glad I didn't clean up yet. Okay, now I kind of got a problem. I did something really stupid, and I didn't even think about it at all until, I don't know why. I just didn't even, I screwed up. Okay, here's what I'd cut out of the base, and I don't have a piece of pipe that goes in here, but there's I kind of marked on this, and then I'm not going to do this now, but I marked on that because my burner's going to go into here. But looking and measuring and so forth, how this curves down, that leaves me like hardly jack crap right here. And I didn't, when I cut this, I should have thought of my burner, and I didn't. And that's just a major bad deal. So whatever. So the burner's supposed to be right per se at the curve, so to speak. So I screwed up, and so I went ahead and cut this. It's probably it's a little bit bigger than I needed, but might as well do one now. So here's my question for anybody that's watching this. Should I weld that back on, or, you know, weld that on to put my burner in? Basically, I'll be putting the burner right in the crack. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it above the crack and just make the cut out that way. It'd be easier for me anyway to do it that way. Or I could half moon it. I haven't quite decided. But should I tack this back up or weld it back up use this base, or should I just go ahead and cut out the piece I need out of that there? Now if I cut it out of that there, I'll either have to put a floor on it to hold the concrete in, or you know, have to put it. That's why I kind of like this whole dish thing, because there's nothing, I don't have to do anything. Drill a hole or blow out a hole. I'm leaning towards just welding that up. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but welding that up and then cutting my pipe out of there. I might just go half on the top, half on the bottom, and you know, that might be better, but I might just do that. And then but give me your comment on what you think, because see, actually that's too tall, but it would allow me to also to put that fiberglass stuff in there too. The plan wasn't to necessarily put it in there because I don't know why, but with it like that big, I will be able to put a little bit of that stuff all the way around and a little on the bottom. But just so you kind of know what I'm kind of doing here is I had my 3-year-old hand draw this there. I'm a real good drawer, as you can tell, but I didn't put a lot of time in it. I got it in my head, and that's roughly all it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna build a base, so there'll be the 4 legs on there, on the bottom of this right there, and then that base that I'm just talking about right there, unless somebody thinks it'd be just better to cut it out of that. I'm kind of weighing the options here, so you know. But then I'm gonna have, it'll be a piece of pipe. It'll probably be, oh, I don't know, 1.5 inches maybe. I don't know what they'll have at the metal store that I'll be able to get on the cheap or what, and I'm not sure what I got here. There'll be a piece of pipe on the back, so basically back here, okay, and it will have another piece of pipe inside that, and then I'm going to put a lever that comes out the front so I can step on it. I don't know if you can see this, so I can step on it out here. It won't be just a little foot pad, you know, and then be hinged back here, so when I step on it, it'll want to push the smaller pipe up. It only has to go up, you know, a little ways to lift this lid off, and then the lid will just pick up a little bit, and then I can swing it around the side, so the pipe will be over here, and it'll pick up, and I can just swing it over the side, be able to get in here and so forth. Here, let me set this on up here. Not that I guess that really matters. And the lid will be on there. This probably all collapse like a bunch of stuff. Woohoo! There. It'll be kind of like that. Okay, so maybe I'll stand over here, it might be brighter. I noticed that in the last video and didn't really think about it until I made it and said, shite. Okay, so, yeah. So, that pipe will be back here, and then it'll be taller, of course, because I need, for one, I need it so that when okay, see how there's got the 4 legs, whoops. It's got the 4 legs, there's the 2 back legs. 2 back legs will extend up so far, okay? So that this here bar or angle iron or whatever can grab onto this side and this side of the back legs. And then this will have the arm so that when I pick it up, it can just roll up. You'll see as I go, but be able to pick it up. And so if I pick this up, you know, that'll be whatever that is. I don't know what I made it now. Whatever it is, it'll pick up to here. So this little tube or piece of pipe, you know, it had to be fairly, not real tall because it'll have an inner tube in it. You know, the inner tube will be bolted right to the, welded or whatever, right to the lid. So as it slides up and down, the lid only has one choice, is to pick up and turn. It's all it's can do. If it's welded to the pipe, it can only turn. And then it'll sit inside the inner pipe and go down. So it'll pick up a long ways as I grab this handle and pick it up like that. But there's what I got so far. I don't have, I don't know. You're kind of seeing this as I do it, because, you know, I don't want to make the videos too long, because I don't know, attention spans, I guess. You know, my attention span ain't that great. So, I'm kind of playing it off me, but I won't, like this weekend, I'm hoping. I got to get the car windshield fixed. I don't know what kind of money I'll have, but I'm hoping to at least get the base, some pieces, and I need that piece of pipe that goes in here for my burner, for the burner to slide into. I'll just do a bunch of I'm at the measuring part now. I don't have any stuff. I've got a little bit of angle iron, a little bit of things, but that's what I got to do. And then I got to save up to buy that stuff off Amazon. Crap, what's it called? It's like 2800 degrees or some crap like that. It's about an inch thick fiberglass stuff. It really wasn't all that bad. I'm gonna do the measuring here, but I was thinking that like the 24-inch one, it was like 24 inches tall by inch wide by whatever length. This is 40, let's say 46 inches, I think. But I think that's 12 inches or 10 inches. So you see what I'm saying? If I got 12 inches, I'll have a whole another piece. So as long as it's like 48 inches, 49 inches, I can measure it, I guess, to be honest, to straight up tell you. I think that stuff is like $20. So that won't be all that bad. I got to get a bag of that concrete stuff, and that's like $100. So that's going to be the last thing I get for this, probably. So I'll probably get the metal, start making the stand, and then get it to where it functions up and down real easily, and then probably get, so because I can tear it all apart, I'm going to clean it all up, be able to paint it, but so then I'll probably get the concrete or the fiberglass stuff, and hopefully maybe even the concrete and everything at one whip, or one time. But there it is so far, everybody. I hope you like it. Tell me what you think of this, what I should do, or I'm probably just going to do it like that and just bring that piece of pipe up into the center or so. And the stand, I want to bring it up like, I don't know, maybe a foot. You know, I don't know. I'm still trying to think of what I want, but I was thinking maybe a foot. And here's the reason why. Is I'm putting a hole in the bottom of the base. It'll probably be a 2-inch hole. And I can always make a little brick out of the cement crap, make a little brick that can fit over the top of it for the crucible to set on. But my thought is if I turned around and had a hole in it, and I had it raised up, let's say a foot or so, I could take possibly, I mean, I could save me a crap load of time here. I could take like a lawnmower engine. I don't know if it'll fit in here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I should have built it bigger, or maybe that's what I'll do to that thing. Maybe I'll make another burner out of it. But my thought was if I had something, you know, I could put in there, I could just light the fire and melt it out and just let it pour through the hole and catch whatever it is through the hole, because I probably have to reburn it because of all the trash that would be in it, or remelt it. But it'd be really fast instead of tearing down the lawnmower engine, then breaking it to get it to fit in a crucible and so forth. I might be able to stick a whole block in there, or, you know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry, this is probably going on past what my ADD would want to pay attention to. But anyway, there it is so far. That's kind of what it's going to look like. I could probably draw it better if I really tried. It took me like a whole, I mean, I bet I worked on that for like 30 seconds or better. But what do you think of the base? I like the thought of it going like that. I mean, I cut that ring a little long just because I was, of course, got scared because I screwed up, you know, because I really only needed it to be, if you kind of pay attention, I really needed to be another inch and a half, let's say 2 inches, and I think I made that 3, you know, because I was like, screw that. But I don't know. Hope you like it so far, everybody. Tell me if you would like me to just make the darn thing and then show you what I did, or if you kind of want to see the process of just the little stages, or would you want videos that show me actually laying it all out and scratching my head and saying, what about this or that, or kind of let me know what you kind of want me to do. I know some of you really want, you like to see the whole process, and I don't know if that is that really what you want to see, you know, of me cutting this stuff out or kind of grinding on it. I mean, is that cool or not? I know it kind of blows goats doing it, you know, but maybe it is fun watching it. I don't know. Some of the times I just skip through some of that stuff, you know, so, you know, I don't know. It's probably just me, but hope you like it so far. I got some plans for different things to make with it and so forth, but anyway, sorry if this is yucky or not what you're looking for, but this is it. This is what I got done to so far, and I'm all out of material. I mean, can't weld this stuff in until I get the one stuff, but I can get it ready. I'm to get an angle iron and so forth. You know, that's all I got. What do you guys think? Think this here would be enough, or should I, let's say, take from this corner and bring down in half in here anywhere, you know, to hold it from the top too? I might do that, you know, take a piece and angle it in there to, you know, to there. That might help hold it from wanting to fall this way, or I don't know. Am I making it overkill, or should I change it? You tell me. Or, you know, give me some ideas. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm kind of enjoying it, and I will hopefully get the material for this stupid thing, and you'll get to see that maybe this week, next week, being done and running or whatever. Anyway, love y'all. Hope everybody's had a great week. I hope everybody has a real great weekend, and stay out of trouble, and catch you on the flip side. Thanks.